What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of World of Warships. In today's episode, we're going to look at the German Tier 5 battleship, the Konig. And I am very excited to bring this replay to you guys today because look at this matchmaker. Just cruisers as far as the eye can see. There's a couple Tier 7 cruisers in there, and I am sitting on a Tier 5 ship, so that would be something to worry about, but this is a Konig. Konig is a strong ship, and yeah. This is just going to be a Citadel party. The Konig was the first of 4 Königs-class dreadnought battleships built by the Imperial German Navy during World War I. Konig, or King here in the West, was named in honor of King William II. They were designed to be a replacement for the previous class of battleships, the Kaiser, and just listen to that. That engine. Or engines. Several, I think it's 3 steam turbines power this ship, and they make such an amazing noise. I haven't sailed another ship in World of Warships that has an engine that sounds quite like this. It's just like a kind of like a metallic droning sound. When I first sailed this thing, I felt like I was steering like a Decepticon or something. It just didn't sound like a ship. So really the only thing I'm looking out for is a Minkaze. That's really the only thing I have to be afraid of in this battle. Along with her 3 sister ships, the Großer Kurfürst, the Markgraf, and the Kronprinz, the Konig took part in most fleet actions during World War I. As the leading ship in the German line, in the Battle of Jutland, Konig was heavily engaged and damaged by several British battleships. She suffered 10 large caliber shell hits during that very famous naval battle. In October of 1917, she forced the Russian pre-dreadnought battleship, the Slava, to scuttle herself in the Battle of the Moon Sound, which followed Germany's successful Operation Albion. After the war, Konig was interned along with the majority of the High Seas Fleet in the Scapa Flow and scuttled, where the corpse still lays to this day. Now here's our first victim. This Pensacola is a Citadel for you. 8,400 damage inflicted with that Citadel. But look at that. That was a full broadside that I shot at that Pensacola, and only 1 shot hit. That is pretty much what it's like playing in a battleship. A lovely place smoke by that Fiji over there allows me, the Graf Spee, and the Omaha to advance across the point of this island without being detected until now. Excuse me. A couple more hits going in on that Pensacola, dealing more damage. We're up to 11,000 damage with my first 2 salvos of the game. And hopefully my team will be able to sink this Pensacola before he makes his way back into cover. Or before I get some more shots on him. Oh, we lost sight on him there. That might be a little bit probably didn't give him enough lead there, and 2 over penetrations. But that's alright. Plenty more targets. Where that came from. The Graf Spee, unfortunately, up there on the front line, a little bit too overexposed, but he managed to spot himself a Belfast. Slowly increasing my lead here as the Belfast guns up his engines. Looks like a nice place salvo, but there's the speed of the Belfast coming in. This is going to clip him though, and oh, there's a Citadel for you! 12,000 damage to the Belfast. 2 targets engaged, 2 Citadels so far. I like the way this is going. And before the camera managed to peel away there, that Belfast was on a trickle of health. 561 HP remaining on that Belfast. I'm not even going to bother trying to aim my guns on him. And there he goes. Next up, we got a Molotov sitting broadside onto me. Don't mind if I do. I'm going to pre-aim around the side of that island, or catching the side of that Emerald that's moving in. Not too worried about him. He's not going to get anywhere close to me as far as his torpedo range goes. And I'm not concerned about his AP rounds at all because, well, I'm in a Konig. Another broadside going out against this Molotov, and oh, that's like, I like that a lot. Another Citadel, 9,000 damage done to that Molotov, forcing him now to turn and run as fast as he can. Unfortunately, that looks like the Omaha didn't manage to make it out of there. The Graf's Bay, I believe, has pulled along and is now in front of me right now as I'm turning to present myself as an angle target to the enemy. I'm not really trying to run away at this point. I'm just trying to give myself as much armor deflection as I possibly can, and they are well within my gun's firing range, so why give them a broadside when I don't have to? This is before patch 0.6, I believe it is, where the new commander perks came in, so at this point I don't have the commander perk that lets you know exactly how many ships are targeting you. So I'm left to believe that it is all of them, because that's pretty much how I played the game up until these new commander perks came in. You see in chat there now, I've instructed my team to go ahead and push. We are rounding the bend. It looks like the majority of the enemy team is strung out along the southeastern corner of the map, so we need to start pushing on this side of the map because the enemy is opening up the gap between us and them, and we need to close that. There's an emerald now that I see creeping around behind this island. Let's see if we get a citadel for him as well. We got citadels for everybody. It's like Christmas here. Oh, he's on a fraction of health. Nearly 3k health left on him. Oh, that was just... Oh, that's just overkill. That wasn't necessary. We didn't have to citadel him. Shut up. Yes, we did. But I mean, come on. That poor guy was just trying to get away. Pensacola, the Belfast, and the Emerald have been sunk so far in the enemy team. Looks like we've only lost 1 cruiser to their 3. That's always good. 4 targets engaged, 4 citadels inflicted. There's the Molotov that we just so viciously brutalized earlier. And it appears that he is turning. So this salvo is not really going to look too good. Yeah, going a little bit long. It's okay, we got 3 more guns ready for him, and he is starting to turn again. So that's probably going to be all misses. Yep, all misses. It's alright. Plenty more. Ooh, there's a Warspite. That is not something I really want to get to a fist fight with. Tier 6 British premium battleship with some amazing secondary guns on it. Badly aimed shot against that Warspite, but it was hard to kind of judge where he was going. And I don't like the angle that his ship is giving me, so I'm looking for broadside cruisers, and I found one. Here's a Cleveland. Let's see if we got a Citadel for him. No. What? No Citadels on the Cleveland? There, let's try this. 2 more batteries going out on that Cleveland. I can't believe it. How dare that Cleveland go uncitadeled? A couple more shots. I don't like the dispersion on these. And there's a hit. Some nice hits going in on him, but no citadels. That slimy little bastard. He's the only ship so far that has managed to escape the wrath of the Konig citadels. Oh wait, hold on. We got a Molotov. We'll focus on that Cleveland later. There's that Molotov that just does not want to die. Reloading all of our main batteries here. Oh, there's that Cleveland again. No one's really presenting a good target right now. There's another cruiser out there at the edge of my range that I could have shot at, but I really want this Molotov dead. He does have 8 kilometer torps, so I need to get him sunk and sunk quickly. Good shots going in on him. Unfortunately, not able to pick up the kill. That kill goes to a friendly Colorado. Not sure exactly where those shots came from. I wasn't really paying attention. So, where did that Cleveland... What's that? That's a Nizel now. Where did that Cleveland go? I should be able to detect him by now. I'm detected. He was last spotted over there. It's alright, don't tunnel vision. Let's focus on this Miyoko. We got a Miyoko up there trying to link up with the Congo. And, well, if you're going to sail broadside to me, don't be mad about what happens to you. Ouch. I don't know how much damage I did to him there. But there's a Citadel for you. 5 separate targets engaged. 5 Citadels. Citadels for everybody. That Miyoko, wisely turning, or at least I thought he was turning. He's still engaging me. It's alright, I can keep pumping shots at you all day, buddy. Now he's turning to avoid these shots. It was a little too late. Another Citadel for the Miyoko. 8,400. That shot not exactly well placed. See if we can try to compensate. It appears that he's... Wow, where are those shots going? Wow. That kind of landed close to where I aimed. But, oh, there's that Cleveland again. Backing up. Don't know why he decided to back up, but... You know, if you're gonna show the broadside of your ship to me, I'll take it. There we go! Citadels for everyone. Left with 323 health, and a nice shot into the stern. Puts down the Cleveland and giving me kill number 2. Miyoko is setting me on fire now, though. As I turn my attention back to him and his Congo buddy, who mysteriously is not engaging me. Suppose his attention is fixed on the my allies up to the north. Miyoko again turning to give me the broadside of his ship, but wisely turning back at the last minute. Still though, scoring nearly 2,000 damage on him with 2 main battery hits there. Putting out the fire. That next salvo coming in, setting me back on fire, but luckily my damage repair party is still active, and I'm able to put the flames out as soon as they are set. See, if I was at Miyoko at this point, I just would have cut my losses and ran. Stop shooting, get undetected, but it's too little too late. Cool guys don't look at explosions. And there's kill number 3. You're all by yourself now, Congo. Just you and me and the rest of my team. I can't remember the last time I had this much fun in my Congo. I mean, I love this, not my Congo, my Konig. I do love this ship. Don't get me wrong, I have far more good games in this ship than I do bad, but this game was just incredible. I was pretty much unchallenged the entire time. So, that Congo is going to move himself behind that island, and we're going to be waiting for him when he comes back around. That New York, on the other hand, I can get a broadside of high explosive off at almost max range, switch back over to AP in time to intercept the Congo, and can we get him? Yeah, we got him! 5 hits landing on that New York. I'm not sure how much damage we just inflicted. I didn't catch the number as it flashed up, but he is burning. And that captain is not putting out the fire, which gives me over 100,000 damage now done. And that fire is still going. There's the Congo. Of course, his guns are pointed at me, but I'm sailing beam on. And there's a nice 8,000 damage done. No Citadel, but still carving out a big chunk of his health. His return fire does no damage to me. He was waiting for me to turn my ship. I anticipated that and brought it back around, but now he's fired, and there's a miss, and then 2 more misses right after that. There's fire coming in from, I'm assuming that's the Colorado behind me. Now I'm swinging my rear turrets out. He's about to enter secondary range. Oh, there's a Confederate, and at this point I'm doing so much damage that the replay just has a hard time keeping up to it. There's a little bit of lag here in the recording. Nothing I can do about that. I do apologize. Finally landing some hits on me as I'm now on the verge of dealing 130,000 damage. There's a lag again. Secondary battery scoring hits, unfortunately inflicting no damage. It's mostly AP getting shot out by these 88 and 105mm secondary batteries here. Finally, scoring some hits with my main caliber guns, bringing me up to 134,000 damage. And oh yeah, it's the fire. No, I thought that I set him on fire. But anyways, more shots going in. There's a high caliber just as the game comes to a close here. I am unable to secure the kill on that Congo, unfortunately, before we win by points. It's a damn shame because I really would have liked to break 400,000 credits, but hey, I'm not going to complain with 381,000, 5,000 experience earned, 142,000, nearly 143,000 damage done. I completed a mission. Naturally, I'm on top of the team with 3 kills. Yeah, that's a good game. In an out-tiered Konig. There was several Tier 7 cruisers on the enemy team. There was a Warspite. By all intents and purposes, I should have been shot to shit and burnt alive. But it didn't happen. Things worked out in my favor. Dealing 23,000 damage to that Miyoko and that Cleveland, that pesky Cleveland that just was trying to avoid my Citadels at all costs, but in the end, finally got sunk. Look at that. 6,000 Commander XP earned. That's amazing. All my modifiers and everything put on there. So you guys can take a look at that. Like the video if you liked it, guys. Comment down below and all that jazz. And as always, take care. Have fun doing whatever it is you're doing out there. Do it to the best of your ability. And I will see you when I see you.